Hey, I was thinking, and so I wanted to come on here and share my thoughts with you. As you may know, I am reading from my book, The Beautiful Journey, during the month of October. I decided to do this, one, because I want to read my book again. I used to read my book numerous times a year just to remind myself of what I had gone through. But I decided to do it this time because I wanted to give people a glimpse as to what it's like when you're going through a cancer journey. I want to give hope to those who may feel hopeless, inspiration to those who may need inspiration, and encourage those who are on their own beautiful journey. So that's the purpose of me doing that. Yesterday, when I went to upload my video to YouTube, I noticed something. My video was long. I did not realize I was talking that long. It was over 20 minutes. And I know that I don't give that much time to people most of the time. Sometimes I will, like if I'm just sitting around doing something, I can listen. But I realized that I may not get much engagement because of the length of the video. But it was some good stuff in there. So if you have a chance, listen to it. But there is something that I wanted to extract, one story that I talked about. And it was when I was first diagnosed. It was a difficult time, but I wasn't the only person going through difficulties. I had a friend whose daughter had a heart condition and she needed heart surgery. She was only 1 year old. I didn't know what to say to the parents. I could not find the right words to give to them as they had to deal with something like that. So I went to the store looking for the perfect card and I found it. And as I read the words to this card, I was like, oh my gosh, I needed this. And so I want to share a little bit, well, share with you the stanzas that was in that card. I don't know who wrote it. Ironically enough, a couple of weeks later, after I had given them their card, someone gave that same card to me. So I knew that it was for me as well. The first stanza says, with God, every day is a day to begin again, to trust and feel his love for us, and know that in all the confusion, there's a gift to be found. Those words right there, in all of the mess that we go through, there is a blessing on the other side. We just have to get to it. And that gave me encouragement as I was going through to keep fighting, to get to the other side so that I can receive my blessing. Let me continue. With God, every day is a day to hope for the best, to believe our prayers are being heard, that good news is on its way, that anything can happen between yesterday and tomorrow. With God, every day is a day to count our blessings, to remember whose children we are and what we're capable of through a Father who cares so much. With God, every day is a day to be made new, to forgive and heal, to do what we can and leave the rest to God. Those words, even today, still minister to my heart. I was just sharing it with a friend yesterday, a friend who had gone through her own tragedy and is dealing, still dealing with that and is on her own beautiful journey. And I just wanted to encourage her and give her, and it wasn't even really that I was sharing that for her, but for someone else, but she heard the words too. But when I think about this, I can't help but think about how everything that we go through, everything that we fight for, that we pray for, is all to draw us closer to God. Everything. There is a purpose for everything that happens in our lives. And it's just something because he just wants us to trust him, to lean on him, to depend on him because he still sits on the throne. And I'm just grateful to be reminded that in all the craziness that I've gone through, that I'm going through, that I will go through, there's a blessing on the other side with God. I hope those words encouraged you. And I just wanted to share them because I know that I'm not alone and you're not alone, that there's many of us who will be going on our own beautiful journey. And it doesn't have to necessarily deal with cancer, but just in general. So take those words and use them as you will. All righty. Take care and know that I love you. Be a blessing.